What is good, people? What is good, people? We are back. We are back. We are back with another episode of the Weekend Review Show. Everyone who's watching or maybe watching on playback, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We hit 500 subs last week. We're already at 560 or close to 560 in just about a week. So good little progress there. So guys, make sure to keep showing love. We had a great weekend. We had Rick the Red on the channel, one of the biggest Man United fans literally in the world, which was dope. So, guys, if you didn't see that, make sure to check it out. It was a good show. But I got my guy Andy here to talk all things football that happened this weekend. And man, we have to start here. We just have to start here. I'm gonna share the screen real quick. We gotta start all the way from the beginning. You feel me? We gotta start all the way from the beginning. Noni Madueke, right before the Wolves game, accidentally tweets on his IG everything about Wolverhampton essentially is shit. This place is shit. Accidentally posted, deletes it, gets to the game, and balls out. The crowd is booing him from start to finish, and he put up probably his. I mean, is it fair to say his best performance in the Chelsea kid? Would that be too? Would that be out of pocket to say? Or
not at all?
Okay,
not at all. So
okay.
we'll jump in. First off, glad to be back.
Yes,
Love
sir.
it. I mean, like after the Arsenal Villa game, I was like, I can't wait to get back, talk about all this. So thanks for having me back.
Always.
But the whole Madueke thing was incredible. Supposedly he wanted to post it to his close friends on Instagram, went to his account, deleted it, but that was too late. But it just reminded me of like old school, like soccer. Like they didn't have social media, but like someone who's talking shit openly, whether they were trying to or not, and then goes and backs it up. Like, that's my guy. A lot of times, like someone will do that and then they'll kind of backpedal a bit. But even like in his presser after the match, like he was laughing about it. And I don't know if you heard, but around like the 92nd minute, the away fans, which dominated that whole game, obviously, they started a chant that was Noni's right, your place is shite, or something. It was unbelievable. Definitely his best performance in a blue shirt. I've been a big Madueke fan for a while because he's one of our only players, in my opinion, that actually looks to score when he gets to the attacking third. And he's super creative on the ball in other ways too, but he was clearly on a mission. The first half, they were booing him the second he got the ball, but the floodgates were open, and it looked like, especially in the second half, every time we got the ball, it was counterattack. Okay, we could score here. Like that score could have been 8-9 goals, realistically.
Yeah, but to counter that first half, it like Wolves should have done so much better, bro. Like they had so many opportunities to go up, to take the lead. It was like a basketball game in that first half, bro. Like it realistically could have been like 3-1 Wolves. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
it was an exciting game.
It was so exciting. I was rooting for Wolves. Oh my God. When the second goal went in, first of all, the second goal by Wolves, Aït-Nouri, oh my days, he is cold. Ryan Aït-Nouri is so good, bro. What he did to get who scored the goal? Was it I think their new striker? I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
or no, it was Cunha. It was Cunha that scored the second goal, where Aït-Nouri did that little dribble, right? And then he like crossed it, and then Cunha finished it. Yeah, I don't know if that was the first or second goal.
I think that was the first, and then this grand guy, the big guy, like for second.
Yeah. Maybe I'm mixing up the goals, but yeah, bro, I was like, this game is so fun. This game is so fun. And then when I'm not gonna lie, when you guys went up 4-2, I turned that shit off. I was like, fuck this, bro. I'm done. I was like, bro, I'm not watching this shit anymore, man. I was like, God, like Wolves just had like they were right there with you, but then obviously like. Once the third goal went in, it was like, and then obviously, like I think the last two goals were Madueke, right? He scored was he the fifth and sixth goal, or
I'm pretty sure Felix got the 6th.
Oh, 6th. Okay. Felix got the 6th. But I missed the hat trick part. I didn't see the hat trick. Right. So I
The
was
hat
like,
trick was awesome.
people were like, yo, Madueke. I was like, yo, Madueke got a hat trick. I was like, no, this is crazy.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
It was nuts. And he was like celebrating, having fun. After the game, he like took his shirt off, gave it to like an old lady in the stands.
Yeah.
All decked out in Chelsea stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, it was probably one of my favorite games I've ever watched because the first half was super exciting. It was like, this game's drunk. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. And then we just ran away with it in the second. And Madueke was like, because there were talks of us selling him. And now it's like, not only are we not selling him, but it's harder to say like so-and-so has to be in the starting 11 because of all the talent. Like aside from Cole Palmer, I think you can't really say that about many guys, but I mean, Madueke is making his case. Yeah. And I'm here for it. I'm here.
No, that's fair. And on your Cole Palmer, by the way, shit, he is so good. Like he is so that dink. Like first of all, the pass from Sanchez was sick to get the ball up the pitch. I don't know who flicked. Somebody flicked it to Cole Palmer. Who was it that?
So I'll take a second for at least a little bit of Nico Jackson appreciation.
Yes, it was Nico Jackson. It was Nico. There we go.
There are two guys who will get overlooked for this game, and that's Nico Jackson and Levi Colwill. Both of them played their asses off. Like Nico opened the scoring in the second minute with the flicked on header that he buried, which I mean, pretty open goal, but you got to bury it, and he did.
Yeah.
He had his flick to Cole Palmer was so underrated.
Was so good. He had a
guy on him, and he hit him perfectly in stride. Like, unreal goal. He also had a lot of, like, drop backs in the second half where he'd come to collect the ball. Immediate, like, one touch to someone else, and we were off. Like, Nico created so many chances for us, but that Cole Palmer, it's like
the finish. The finish is just like it's disgusting, bro. Like it's literally one of the best chips I've ever seen. Yeah. I'm not exaggerating because the pace he got on it, the dip he got on it, like
it was perfect.
One touch,
like
it's crazy, bro. And the fact that he couldn't get in City side, and that you guys got him for what, 60 mil or less than that?
I thought it was between 40 and 60.
40, yeah. So like that's a steal. Like that is an absolute steal. So man, I'm still skeptical of Chelsea. You know, I said they were gonna finish. What did I say they were gonna? I gotta pull up. I think I said 7th.
Whatever it was disrespect.
7th or 8th. I think I said 7th or 8th. I'm looking like a fool right now. I'm not gonna lie. Some of my takes are looking awful. Yo, great game. Shout out CFC Ed. Great game, but let's see if they can be consistent. Chelsea's big problem has been consistency. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, to be fair though, like the attack looked so like smooth.
It did.
To be fair, Wolves played a lot into your hands. I was very frustrated by like it was just every single time you guys won the ball back, it felt like a counterattack. Like it just felt, and it was like there was no solidity. I don't know why Wolves didn't keep it tighter. Like they should have been a bit more defense minded.
Yeah.
But still, you have to give credit where it's due. It's like it was really scary to see. I got to go back and look at when João Felix played, but tell me how he looked when he came on, because I honestly turned it off.
I thought he looked good. Again, I'm pretty sure he came on for Nicholas Jackson, which again, like where Nicholas Jackson was providing a lot of was back to goal, coming to get the ball and laying it off to someone, which was huge. You didn't really see that much with Felix because he's not a back to goal, body up a center back type of player.
Yeah.
But he looked really good on the ball. The last goal was Neto cutting it back to him, like middle of the box. And he just looked as cool as can be and just rifled it home. Like he just looked like he's ready to go. And again, like what I think I took away from this is the depth as opposed to the problem. Because that's kind of the dispute of we got this problem. We have so many guys. Like Mudryk started, I think.
Yeah, he started.
Started, but came off. I think he's going to lose his job. And I don't hate
Yeah.
that because he leaves a lot to be desired. But
Right.
I thought, these two guys, man, the fire or cold and fire.
Yeah, bro. That's I'm not gonna lie. Madueke saying that is tough. I
Yeah.
was like, that's cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and Cole Palmer really is, he is ice, like that is a fitting nickname because he is ice cold.
Yes.
Like he's
never pressed. Like
he's never stressed on the ball.
No.
His confidence level, like you see, like he's always wants the ball. He's never hiding. Like he's always on the front foot. Like he's a proper footballer. It's crazy. Like England have so much talent. The fact that they don't win things is crazy. Like it's like the fact that England doesn't. Honestly, I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love that they're just perpetual losers.
Same.
Like the USA has a bigger pedigree in international football than England. That is a fact. That is a fact.
I'm right there with you. And dude,
we won way more than them.
The highlight of England was were they in the final against Spain? Was that the final? I think it was.
No. Well, yeah. It was.
Their highlight was when Cole Palmer came on as a sub and just like sniped one from outside the box. Just like ball rolls to him.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had money on Spain. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But then it was Cole, so I was like, all right, that's fine. And then Spain won. Yeah, I mean, these two guys right here, they play so well together. Like two of Madueke's goals were like Palmer bringing it up. Defender has to pick like who do I stop? And teams are going to be in for a very long 90 minutes if you're trying to decide between which one of these two to stop.
Yeah, that's true, bro. I heard someone say that Cole Palmer was, even without he was like indirectly involved in every goal. Like obviously he got the three assists, he got the goal, but then the other two goals he still was like involved in the build up in some way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure the last goal, Neto to Felix, was because Palmer sent Neto on a through ball.
Yeah. So
he's incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy. He saved England twice, final and I believe the semifinal. Yeah, he's a problem, man. He's a problem. Speaking of problems.
Yes.
I want us to look at this shit right here. Manchester United, again, giving up a game in the 90th in extra time. Look at this, Andy. Look at this stat right here.
I saw this and I was blown away.
Look at this stat. 90th minute winners conceded in the Premier League. From 1992 to 2022, we only did it twice. Under this manager, in his third season, starting his third season, we've already done it 6 times. 6 times. What are we doing? Like, listen, I'm extremely happy that Ineos has taken over from the Glazers. Fantastic. I love our transfer window so far. But what is the purpose of having this guy around? Like, honestly, anybody would have been better at this point. Like, this does not make any sense. Like, I thought the first half of the game, we played without a striker. I thought we played okay. Like, it's still not perfect by any means, but at least we had control of the game.
Sure.
Like, we created opportunities. Ahmad made some mistakes. It is what it is. You know, then in the second half, he takes off Mason Mount. Listen, I'm not Mason Mount's biggest fan in the world, but the fact of the matter is we were winning the ball high up the pitch because of the press, of him triggering the press. It is a fact.
Yes.
You take him off. We still don't know if he was injured or not. So if he wasn't injured and you didn't take off Marcus Rashford, who was doing nothing, you are a fool. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like, I'm happy Xerxes came on because Xerxes is a quality player. Like, he looked good. But take off Marcus Rashford, bro. He wasn't doing anything. Put Mason Mount on the left. At least he's going to give us some energy. He'll still press. Like, it doesn't make any sense. This record right here is shambolic, bro. This this is like I can't even. Every time I see it, I get more upset. It's like it just raises my blood pressure. Like it raises my blood pressure. Like, and I've watched every single one of these late losses, like every single one. It's
So let me ask you this: is it Ten Hag out time?
I said it last season. They should have fired him right after the FA Cup win. They should have said, "Thank you for the cup. Pack your bags and see ya." Like we're starting something new here. Like when a new regime comes in, you need to go get your guy.
Agreed.
I think he's still going to be gone next year. So I think they're using this year as kind of a reset year. Like, you know, we're starting fresh. We extended his contract for 1 year. We're going to give ourselves more time to find the perfect guy. Cool. I'm sorry. I'm not happy with it. Find your guy sooner because this is just he just panics. Like his tactical decisions. He's playing Scott McTominay, and we're trying to sell him. Like it is open news. Everyone knows we're trying to sell Scott McTominay, and you are playing him regularly. And Jadon Sancho is not getting in the matchday squad. Yeah. It's like it's just the logic of this guy is jarring. Anthony's getting in the squad. He's trash. He's trash. Yeah. Anthony is trash, and he's getting in the squad week in, week out. Like it's just it doesn't make any sense. Like
I think this stat right here, like you can point to like a game or two as like unlucky, doesn't go your way, but when it's this much, it is a trend. I think you can also like the first thing I did when I saw this was like, how is this possible? Then I was like, had to think about, all right, how long was that? Oh, that was 30 years and it happened twice.
30
and then
years.
I thought about the flip side. Someone who I think is arguably one of the best managers in all of football, Xabi Alonso. And then you think, if you have a great manager, how many times does Bayer Leverkusen score in the 90th to win a game?
They did it last week.
They did it this week.
They do it all the time.
And that's what really solidified, like, yeah, a lot of this is on Ten Hag, and you cannot ignore it. It has to be focal because if you have a good manager, you find a way to win a game late. If you have a bad manager, you're going to lose late. And then it comes to this point where it's like, this is bad.
And it'd be one thing like, okay, Sir Alex Ferguson was here for a long time, but this wraps up David Moyes.
Yeah.
Van Gaal, Mourinho, Oli. We've had interim managers for half a season, like Ralph Rangnick, Ryan Giggs, Michael Carrick. These 7 different people have. I might be missing somebody. I may be missing somebody, but 7 different managers haven't managed to have 2 in 30 years. One manager 6 times in two seasons, essentially, plus a month of a new season.
It's incredible. That's incredible.
It's crazy. I think Rashford should eat bench next game. Garnacho has shown more quality. Yeah, Rashford should have held bench years ago. He's mid. Like, he's mid. I've been trying to tell people this for years. Like, sometimes, how do I explain this, Andy? You know what, like in the NBA, a guy who's playing for like averaging like 24 points a game for a team who wins like 25 games.
Yep.
Empty calories.
Yep.
Empty calories. That's what that is. Same with Bruno, but we don't have to talk about him, right? We're talking about Rashford. Empty calories. High volume, low efficiency. Like that is those are the type of players they are. High volume, low efficiency. Like
that's so spot on.
It's if you score, if I like make the, you know, Bruno, if I how do I word this? If I play a nice through ball, it comes off, right? We score a goal. Cool. But if I gave away the ball 17 times before that, for that chance, what are the odds? What are your chances of winning a football match if you're constantly giving away the ball in terrible positions?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Garnett, go ahead.
There's been enough sample size that Rashford's just not the guy. No. And I think that one of the problems is I still feel like there's this narrative that he is the guy and that United fans want him to be the guy. But at this point in time, I see, and this is being on, outside of the United Twitter
Mhm.
sphere and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, yeah.
I see the waves starting to change a bit, which they
Mhm.
should have. And I think,
Yeah, yeah,
'cause I know you've been on this train for a while, and I think
yeah,
you were on top of it. Like,
yeah.
there's just this overwhelming desire of he's an English guy, he's with United, he's an attacker, he's Manchester United, and he's just not. And like it also makes me think like if he wasn't English, would this
If he
problem
wasn't,
already have been stopped?
if he didn't come through Carrington, he would have been gone a long, long time ago. Let me let you like. The reality is, people say he's a prolific striker. He's not a prolific striker. He's had like 2 outlier seasons. His
Yep.
average in the Prem is like 7, 8 goals a season. His average. That's not prolific.
No.
You know what I mean? That's not prolific whatsoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have 130, he had one great 30-goal season. He had another season where he scored like 20 something in all comps. I didn't think he played well that season, mind you. But it still happened. So people use that as, he can do this. No. Like,
Yeah.
no. I would rather have the team score more goals than one individual that you just funnel it through, but you're not like Andy. We scored 58 goals last season. The season before that, we scored 57 goals. City and Arsenal scored like 90, like a season. Like, what are we talking? People were like, "Oh, we need to keep these players, bro." Like, we've seen it. We're not scoring enough goals with these attackers. Like, we have. Go ahead.
One thing that I think's changed over the past like 3 to 4 years, and especially in like the Pep and specifically Klopp like transition, is I don't think attackers nowadays are only responsible for scoring goals.
Facts.
I think the press has been a huge change in football in general. And you either adopt it and it works, or you don't adopt it. And players like Rashford, who don't have that kind of work rate off the ball, start to fall. And it's kind of like just the nature of where football's taking us. And again, if you adopt it, you're great and it's going to be like phenomenal. Like, I think the Klopp press when Liverpool were at their prime, it was suffocating.
Yeah.
And you have people like Salah, who, he's going to get a lot of goals. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of assists. But he's one of the first guys leading that charge. And then to your point, if your guy is the one leading that charge when he doesn't have the ball, everyone else falls in line and follows suit. And
Exactly.
that's how you get the ball back. That's how you get these goals. And I haven't seen that out of Rashford. And I think that's a big, big gap in his game.
Facts. And here, this is the reality of football. Like, football is a very simple game at its core. Like, this shit is not that complicated. NFL, very complicated. Basketball, like much more complicated than this sport. I'm gonna be real. But like, wingers have always had a requirement. Even in the 90s, wingers have always had a requirement to track back, help their fullback. Like, those are the basics that you learn, like, coming up in the academy. You might have one player that gets away with kind of shirking his defensive abilities, maybe 2, maybe. But other than that, everybody else is working hard. People think, oh, Man City, it's all just attacking players. No, Bernardo Silva tracks back. KDB tracks back. The only person who's not tracking back is Haaland.
Yep.
And even he presses. So it's just like this lazy attitude of, I'm not pressing. If I'm not on the ball, I'm doing nothing. That's not a proper winger. Sentimental FC, they're crying over Scott leaving. Yeah, it's crazy. Why, Scott, leave, please. Like, see ya. Net profit, 100% profit, 100% profit. Like, to get 30 million euros, which is what's being reported, 30 million euros plus a sell-on fee potentially. Thank you, Scott. You've done well. You've had a considering, most academy kids don't make it. You've done well.
Yeah.
Enjoy Napoli. You know what I'm saying? enjoy Napoli, bro. I don't even really see anything special in this press. Actually, I think it's more a high block. Listen, I think that there's been signs of a good press with Mason Mount, but here's the reality. Like, Bruno's going to play. I imagine Xerxes eventually going to start. And I think that will be an issue because who's actually how organized is a press like that? I just don't know. The reason it's working is because of Mason Mount. That's pretty much it. And even when we're winning the ball back, we're not really doing much with it. We had some opportunities, but anyway, I don't even know what to say. Prophet, now you're thinking like a Chelsea fan. LOL, JK.
Hey,
no, man. Listen. Maybe Crazy Todd Bowley's onto something, man. Maybe he's on. I'll give it to December. I'm gonna be a skeptic till December. Then I'll reassess my position. We'll see.
I loved my guy Gallagher. I loved Mason Mount. But you look at the proceeds we've gotten from
Mason Mount one. Oh my!
Oh,
to get how much did you get for Havertz? Like 70?
It was right around there. I mean, I'm pretty sure those three, Havertz, Mount, and Gallagher, were like 140 total.
It's crazy.
Pretty nuts. And then you think like we've actually made a lot of really big signings. But yeah, it's like, are any of those guys getting into this team?
No.
I really don't think so.
They're not. That's fair. Would you guys take Federico Chiesa if we lost Jaden? Rumor is 15 mil to Liverpool. Talks have started. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's better than any of our wide players outside of Ahmad, baby. But Rashford better. Garnacho better. Like Anthony better. Jadon Sancho doesn't play. So he's better than all the players that are playing. Ahmad, the potential, we'll see. I mean, I think he has the potential to be one of the best wingers in the league once he gets up and going. But Chiesa, the injury thing, you know, is a question mark because he's had a lot of injuries over the last couple of seasons. So, but just to get him not to go to Liverpool, please do the swap deal. I'd do a Jaden for Chiesa swap deal.
Why not?
I mean? Why not? Why not? Hey, shout out to Lee Baller, man. One of the best mods in the chat here. Appreciate you guys. We're gunning for 1K. Obviously, hopefully we can get to 1K in the next couple of months. It's possible. We're grinding, man. Every day. Actually, tomorrow I'll be flying, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. But Wednesday we're dropping some NFL content, some fantasy football content. So look out for that. Facts, I'll try to hijack the deal. Yeah, man, because Liverpool, it's not done yet, man. It's not done. And I think United could offer a little bit more. Like, we have more money. We can outbid them.
100%.
And we have Sancho to offer. And there's been rumors of Juventus being interested in Sancho. I know they just got who they just pick up this weekend? They just picked up a wide player this weekend. I'm drawing blank. Yeah, they got somebody on loan. Damn, who is it? I'll remember. I'll look it up. But yeah, they still apparently they're still interested. I think Jadon Sancho under Mata would cook because Mata likes possession-based footballers. He actually likes players who can play, like who are actually good at football. It's a surprise. You know what I mean? But and
I really want that to happen too, because supposedly there's Sancho to Chelsea links.
Yeah,
and I don't dislike Sancho, but we should be good.
Yeah.
If we go get anyone and we get Osimhen, cool with it.
Yeah.
But or just a true number 9 in general. But I don't want Sancho. You guys work it out. It helps both teams and us.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Yeah, Sancho would cook in Italy. And speaking of Juventus, man, we'll talk about them later, bro. They look wavy. They won 3-0 again. This today. I need to go watch the highlights, but Thiago Motta, man, did great with Bologna. Got the Juventus gig. He's 2 for 2 so far. He might bring them back, man. Might bring them back. We don't need him. Don't need Sancho. Okay, we get it. You don't want Sancho. We get it. But let's talk about this club, man. Golly, Man City. Go a goal down, and then proceed to score 3 goals in like 10 minutes. And absolutely just abuse.
So this was a classic I'll just call it City experience for me. So
yeah,
I threw on the West Ham Crystal Palace game because Chelsea have Palace next week.
Exactly.
So I took a little page out of your playbook.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, which game do I want to watch? Like some good games, but West Ham Palace, like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And as I'm like checking the scores of who do I want to watch, it's 1-0 Ipswich. And I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Throw on United or throw on West Ham and Palace. 10 minutes later, I'm like, all right, let's see if they got another. Let's see if this is a game. 3-1.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's City. Like,
Yeah.
I hate them.
It's ridiculous. It's
So
ridiculous. Mind you, they have injuries. Like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. They just keep scoring goals. And here's the thing, right? Obviously, they have an all-world goal scorer. But even if Haaland wasn't in that team, I'm letting you know right now, they'd score the same amount of goals because they have a system that works. We saw them put 100 points in a season. They did 100 points in a season. Liverpool had 99 points and did not win a league. Like, so the point I'm trying to make is that they are a machine. They don't even need to make that many signings. Rico Lewis, proper player. Savinho, they could have scored more, by the way. They hit the post multiple times. Rico Lewis missed a sitter, hit the post, literally a sitter, and De Bruyne hit the post as well. Like, it could have been, and Ipswich, I'm sorry. I feel bad for them. They faced Liverpool and City to start. Newly promoted, and you start your Premier League campaign with Liverpool and then Man City. The Premier League hates them. That is clear.
That's tough.
5th in a row loading, no doubt. Gundo and Savinho added. It's ridiculous. Exactly. Gundogan's coming back.
Yes.
Like, do people not understand how crazy that is? And he's going to cook. Trust and believe he will play, and he's going to be fantastic. Like,
100%.
Like, what? De Bruyne looks so lean again. 100%. De Bruyne definitely looks like he lost some weight. He's looking much leaner, and he was cooking as normal. Obviously, probably the best player in the league. I don't think there's too much debate about that at this point. But yeah,
they're a machine. Like, you're right. Like, and it's so nice to watch, but it makes me so mad because, like, we're 2 weeks in, and I'm thinking, like, who's gonna stop them?
Yeah, I don't know.
It wouldn't even be like 1 or 2 injuries. It would have to be like a wave of injuries of
right.
It would have to get up to like 5.
It would have to be Haaland, De Bruyne. You know, it would have to be a mass like exodus of just the whole, because it's like the reality is they didn't really need to add a lot. Like, people are like, they added Savinho. Mind you, Savinho's a beast. He looks like. Did you see the post where Mahrez like quote tweeted the highlight, and he was like, "It looks exactly." He looks like Riyad Mahrez, like
with the 26 shirt.
Like, bro, like he looks like Riyad. I'm like, there's no way they just bought a Mahrez regen. That is sickness. Because Riyad Mahrez, in my opinion, is one of the best wingers. I think he's better than Mo Salah. I really do. Like, I really do. I think he's better than Mo Salah. Like, if you look at Mahrez's resume, right? Obviously, he has a bunch of Premier Leagues with Man City. But if we take out Man City, he has 1 league title. Mm-hmm. Mahrez has 1 league title with Leicester.
Yeah.
Like, he's so cold. He's so cold, bro.
Spicy take, but I kind of like it. Mahrez
he's cold, bro.
So nice on the ball.
Honestly, sometimes I'm mad that he went to City because it kind of just people kind of almost just like, man, it's just people just like, oh, it's Man City. You don't even think about like how good he was.
Yeah,
like he was so cold, bro. He was so cold,
he really was.
But anyway, let's talk about City's alleged biggest contenders, Arsenal. Mm-hmm. They got another dub, and I thought this game, man. I thought they got away with it a little. I thought Aston Villa looked decent for a lot of this game. And just, Arsenal, I mean, to be fair, these are the type of games you have to win when you're trying to get a league title. They obviously, Villa did the double against them last season, so this was huge for, just the mental. You know what I mean? This was, they needed this one because if they had drawn or lost to Villa again and it's 3 games, you know what I mean? It's like,
it's the same season as last season.
It's like the same vibe, and you don't really want that, man. Shout out Rajat, man, another legendary mod. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. It's but again, it's Thomas Partey scored. I think, did he get the first goal? I can't remember. Yeah, he got the second. Trossard. Yeah, Trossard came on and scored like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he doesn't start more games, bro. He's nice.
Dude,
He's nice.
I really think so too. Like, how does he not start in this squad over Martinelli?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not Martinelli's biggest fan, to be fair. Maybe I'm a hater, but
always impacts the game,
bro,
always.
bro, he's a proper footballer. Like, he's a proper footballer. Like, I don't know why he doesn't start more games. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's defensive reasons, or I genuinely don't know. Because Martinelli, to be fair, he's an energizer bunny. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So I don't know, but it is. I mean, this game is another game where I was just like annoyed. Like Villa could have gotten more out of this. There was some, Ollie Watkins missed, especially in the first. Ollie Watkins was missing some sitters.
Yeah, he really was.
Like I'm like, yo, what is good with bro? Like, isn't this guy supposed? Listen. I never bought into the Ollie Watkins hype last season. Never bought into it. Obviously, he had a great season last year. I don't see him as that guy. I really don't see him as that guy. I think Ivan Toney's better than him. I really do. I think Ivan Toney's way better than him.
I would agree.
I don't think he's one of is he a top 5 striker in the league? Like, is he? I take Havertz over him. You know what I'm saying? I take Haaland, obviously. I take Isak over him. I take what's his face? Tony over him. Who else?
I might be missing somebody. Take Havertz over him personally.
Really?
But again, maybe last
Havertz, season, bro. Yeah, listen, Chelsea Havertz and Arsenal Havertz is a little different.
Very different.
And Germany Havertz too.
Yeah, when he's playing left back because he's not a true striker. They don't.
He played striker. He played striker in the Euros, man.
Yeah.
Ollie had a weird game. Otherwise, Villa. 100%.
Yeah, and this was kind of like again, we're 2 weeks in, but it is is Ollie Watkins is he the lead guy in a top 4 team? And you have to be able to put up a good performance against a team like Arsenal at home to do that. And he flopped, man. Like, again, it could be an outlier, or it could mean last season was an outlier. I also thought that Emi Martinez should have saved Party's goal.
Yeah. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake.
You gotta save that. Because that was the dagger. That was
when you get your full palm on the ball, you gotta save it. That's like a goalkeeping 101. If you get your whole hand on the ball, you gotta save it.
And I like Emi Martinez. I think he's a top keep, and that was like, dude, you kind of just killed the game.
No, absolutely, man, absolutely. But yeah, it's a weird one. This Rodgers kid, by the way, he was nice. I was like, I've never seen him before. To be fair, what's his name? Morgan Rodgers. Yeah, bro. He looked good, bro. I was like, I don't know who he is, but he was giving Arsenal problems. Like, he was giving Arsenal real problems. So I'm interested to see what he looks like going forward. But yeah, man, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Arsenal still don't look up to speed to me as of yet. I don't think they've had they haven't had a dominant performance, in my opinion. It's obviously it's 2 games in and they have 6 points. So that's what you got to do. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Where else do I want to go? Where do I want to go next? There was of course, this one. Spurs versus Everton.
Yep, I knew that's where you're going.
Yeah. Everton are making me look really bad right now. Like, really bad. Because I said they would stay up, and they look like the top candidate to go down so far this season. Like, they have been awful.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely abject and terrible. My goodness.
Pickford, man, it almost looks like that could be a microcosm of what Everton are.
Pickford's such a clown, bro. I don't even honestly, I'm sorry. If Pickford's your number 1 keeper, listen, he does well for England. I get it. It's the bust face, man. Pause.
Yes.
He has that face of, I'm just gonna fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, he's just so I don't like twitchy keepers, man. Twitchy keepers get on my nerves, man. Like, that's one thing. Like, I love a keeper who's relatively calm. Like, I used to love, growing up, I used to really like watching Edwin van der Sar because, bro, there's nothing that he's the same demeanor, bro. Rio Ferdinand could be cussing him out and he's just the same demeanor. De Gea was very similar, even keeled. Like Pickford is just like, oh my days, he's just all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to be
And
fair,
that's how you get errors like this. It's like
exactly,
you have to be the rock. You're the
exactly,
rock of the defense and more or less the rock of the whole team. You have
yeah,
to be the stable foundation of it all. And
facts.
he's just like a house.
He's
ready
just
to
a
go.
house. Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, Spurs played really well.
They did.
Like they played really, really well. I thought James Madison was hooping. Like, and I thought Son was hooping. Like,
Yep.
and Bissouma was hooping. Like everybody was playing well. Van de Ven for what was it, the second goal? Bro, Van de Ven, that he carried the ball literally from his box to the next box, laid it off to Son. Son finishes. Like,
So nice.
bro, Van de Ven is cold, man. Like that for a center back to be able to do that, to carry the ball all the way into his own final third and then lay it off and get an assist.
It's unreal.
You just don't see that, bro.
There's only a handful of guys that can actually do that in the Prem.
Bro. I legitimately there's not a lot of center backs that possess that trait.
Yeah.
There really isn't. So I think, like, listen, Romero, Spurs have a lot of potential, man. The manager plays like I think he's a really good manager. I criticize him a lot because sometimes I don't think he has a plan B.
Sure.
But he plays good football, man. And when he has his guys, they play like when he has his full squad, right? He plays, they win. So I gotta give credit where it's due. Like I can be critical, but the reality is what.
And if like looking at this back line specifically, if this back line can stay healthy, then this whole team is going to go.
No,
Because,
100%.
like, we see the kind of playmaker that James Madison is. He is
Mhm.
class.
Mhm.
And Son and Kulu up top. I mean, we don't really know how Solanke's going to factor in, but like, dude, this team could be real dangerous.
Yeah, man. The back four their fullbacks are really good. Udogi's a beast.
Oh yeah.
Udogi's a beast, and Pedro Porro. Like I wasn't buying it at first, but bro, he's nice.
Yeah,
he can really play. Like he can really play. Like he's a quality fullback. Like so, it's gonna be interesting to see Spurs this season, man. And Everton, please do better. For my take's sake, man. Like don't make me look this bad. Please don't make me look this bad because as it currently stands, you guys are the worst team in the league. Like, you guys look terrible, awful. Calvert-Lewin, oh my goodness, you are so mid. Step it up, bro. The only person in this team that has looked half decent in 2 games is number 42, but he didn't have a good game against Spurs, right? Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Son Dycheball, ugh.
Yeah,
it's gross.
They're in for it, man. It's looking like a batten down the hatches, try to get points against like the bottom half of the team. But
did you see the fans like going off on the players, like going on the train, like cussing them out?
No.
Let me pull. I gotta pull this up. It was crazy. I will not. Hopefully, I don't get I won't because this is fair content. This isn't Let me pull this up, but it was crazy, cussing them out, bro. It is wild. I am not a proponent of this, by the way. I do not subscribe to this behavior, but Neil Mope is a troll, by the way. I would like to say that he's an absolute troll. What is this? Come on, there we go.
Dude, that's crazy. They're just getting into them. It's week 2. This is week 2.
Yo, that is crazy.
Wow.
That is crazy. 2 games. Did you see Neil Mope, by the way? Neil Mope is a troll, bro. Neil
Yeah, he
Mope
is.
is a fucking troll. He's like, this guy, man. I don't give a shit. Like,
He cracks
yo,
me up, man.
they were absolutely berating them. Again, apologies for the language. Some of it was more than I thought. I forgot some of those words were in there, but hey, it is what it is. Like, crazy.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't even hear the language. But
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't
So,
have to hear
maybe
what.
okay. So okay. So maybe I didn't have the volume on. Okay, so maybe that's on me.
Hey,
Okay.
that could have saved us. I
It's
think we
probably yeah. Oh, okay, good. So no one heard the volume. Okay, cool. Because it was crazy. It was that audio is wild to say the least. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of F bombs, a lot of C bombs, a lot of effing wanker.
Again, 2 weeks in, man.
2 weeks in, man. That is not a. They are not making me look good. I just would like to say that, like, they are not making me look good. This is not a good sign for the rest of their season.
Not at all.
Like, yikes, man. So my goodness. Oh my
That's
goodness.
tough.
That's tough, man. It's tough. I don't like seeing players get like killed like that. I'll send you the tweet so you can hear it.
Yes.
But bro, it's that I'll bookmark this. Yeah, like that was a lot. That was a
If
lot.
you got fans willing to do that, like go seek you out as you're getting on the train and hit you with that, they know.
Mhm.
They know that there are big problems.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Everton don't have any money. They don't have any money. That's the real
Yeah.
problem. They're broke. The ownership is in disarray.
feel bad for the players, but at the same time, it's like
Yeah, they played like trash, man. You know,
there you go.
it's again, like, fans will be fans. Like, the fan is short for fanatic at the end of the day. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So again, not justifying it, but this is kind of what happens. This is kind of what happens, you know.
Dude, I mean, those players, whether they like it or not, like they dictate a lot of happiness for people or sadness
Yes.
on a weekly basis.
Facts. This is some people's like life, like no exaggeration, especially like in
Over
England,
there,
obviously,
oh my
when
God.
they got the gangs, some of them got the gangs, shout out Green Street Hooligan, you know what I mean?
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's crazy. So like for some people it's a religion. Like, no funny,
Yep.
like football is a religion. Like, so again, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Oh man, I want to talk about. Let's move over. The rest of the Premier League games. Did we talk about Liverpool? Oh, we didn't talk about Liverpool. Let's do that real quick. Ugh, another annoying game.
I know.
Another annoying game. Liverpool won 2-0 again. Brentford opportunities not capitalizing. Norgard, finish your header, please.
Yep.
Please. But to be fair, Liverpool were clinical. I just that counterattack, Jota, the pass to Diaz and the finish it's sublime. What else can I say?
So it should be pretty clear at this point that these are going to be the front three for Liverpool. Like Nunez,
yeah, he's
whole experiment. Like, come off the bench, but unless there's an injury for one of these three guys, it's going to be these three.
Jota's better than him.
Jota's so nice.
He's better than him. It's like all Nunez is really good for is just kind of running in behind and then missing his opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's got so much more in his bag.
So much more in his bag, bro. So much more in his bag. He can link play.
Yeah.
The through ball, by the way, he played to Diaz is just so good. It's just like,
it was nice.
Nunez isn't really doing that. You feel me? Like, Nunez isn't doing that. He probably doesn't see that pass. You feel me?
No, not at all. He's got blinders on, go run, try to get in behind, and then just go try to, like, he's not he just doesn't fit. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just not made for a team like this. Like, a team that's gonna try to contend for the title, that's playing in the Prem, that has other good talent around him. Like, that's not where he's suited, in my opinion. And Jota's proving it.
Yeah, the issue is when you're not a good all-around player, like, you don't have, you're not great in the whole, you're not great in the build-up, you don't hold the ball up well, you have to score. That's kind of your job. Like Erling Haaland, I don't think he's the most fantastic footballer. I really don't. I think there's a lot of players who are better all-around players than him, but he is so clinical. He's so clinical that it puts him up there with the best players in the world. Like when you have that skill where you just don't miss. Like I can't say anything about it. I really can't.
Nunez doesn't have that. Nunez is not bringing that to this.
Not even close. Not even close. And Brentford, I think I predicted Brentford to. Did I predict them? I gotta check my predictions again, man. It was, I don't know what I was on. I can't remember any of my predictions, but
same.
Yeah. Well, Brentford, man. Facts, compensation, 100%. Yeah, no, but Brentford, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't have too much to say. They haven't really upgraded their team that much. I'm looking. It's pretty much the same team. I got to check their transfer window. I genuinely don't know who they've signed. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But I know these are all the players from last season. Keane, Lewis Potter, Janelt, Norgard, Roselep. Like these are all players we've seen. You know what I mean? So, I mean, to be fair, I'm a big fan of Brian Mbomo. I think he's actually pretty good. Like I think he's a really, really good. Ivan Toney. First of all, Ivan Toney's not been in the squad. What's going on there?
We're gonna find out in the next few days.
Yeah, because
it makes me feel like he's gone. Like it makes
but the thing is, like, where though? And it's like if he went to Chelsea, I would literally lose my shit.
I don't know why. I've seen like one link, but it kind of just makes me feel like we know the only thing we're still really searching for actively is a true striker. The Osimhen thing seems to be flip-flopping a bit, but I don't know why. I just got this gut feeling that
I'm letting you know right now, he's better than Osimhen. I'm telling you.
It's hard to just like.
I'm telling you, people. I know Osimhen's a goal scorer, cool. Toney is so much better. Like I'm telling you, as someone who watches the Nigerian national team regularly.
Yeah.
He's just kind of an athlete. Like he's a great athlete. He's a good goal scorer. Like, if you give him chances, he'll score. But Toney is like the whole package. Like literally can do everything. He can score goals. He can link play. He can hold the ball up. He's unselfish. He's a good frame. What is he, like 6? Was he 5? Like he's good. A good frame. Like, yeah, nah.
He doesn't fit our team perfectly.
Yeah, he would literally fit the team so well. He'd make Cole Palmer better. He'd make he'd knit everything together. I don't even want to think about it, honestly. Ineos, do your thing. Go get this guy. Please. Use that Scott McTominay money, bundle it up, and go get him. You know what I mean? Like, just make it work. Do it. Make it work. But anyway, let's talk about La Liga for a second. And we'll wrap it up after that. To be fair, Serie A, I didn't watch any Serie A games this week. Forgive me, people. It was a crazy busy week. But I did catch Barca and Madrid. I always try to make sure I keep up with them. Let's start with Madrid because Madrid was actually quite interesting. They won 3-0, right?
Yep.
Endrick got his debut goal before Mbappe, which is insane.
That's insane.
Endrick comes on for Mbappe and gets the goal.
Yeah, shows
like mind you, Mbappe did not play well. Let's just call it. They won 3-0, and there was a lot of good performances, I'll say, on the pitch. I thought obviously defensively they were really good. I thought Fran Garcia looked really good. I thought Valverde, Tchouameni, Arda Güler looked really good, young player from Turkey. Mm-hmm. Mbappe did not look good.
Can I pose a question?
Yeah,
or at least
go
just
ahead.
A thought.
Yeah.
But what if Mbappe is Hazard?
No. He won't be Hazard.
When Hazard went to Madrid, he was one of the best footballers on the planet.
Yeah.
He was world class.
Facts.
World class.
Facts.
And he went to Madrid and his career was over.
How old was he?
28, 29. Like in the middle of his prime with like at least 3 to 4 years of prime football left. And it was over.
I hear it.
I'm just
So let me tell you why I see it differently. One, injuries. Hazard from almost
sure.
minute one was riddled with injuries. Number two, Hazard is lazy as shit. And this is like open. This is like not like this is not me just like this is not an assumption. This is
Fact.
factual people saying this, like his teammates. He never like he didn't like to train. He just kind of
He
showed.
openly said it. He
Yeah,
openly said it.
yeah. He kind of just showed up, and you saw like a year in to his Madrid career, he looked kind of pudgy. Like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's not Mbappe's not that. He's a hard worker. You know?
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there again.
I hear it. I don't think the fit is a great question though. I don't know the fit is with him and Vinny together because they occupy the same spaces.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be on that left hand side. They want to interchange there, right? It's very left side dominant right now, and there's not really anyone knitting things together in the middle. You feel me? So.
Yep.
It's just interesting. And Endrick, by the way, listen, I was very skeptical. I've been like, this guy might be a Make-A-Wish kid. God forgive me. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like it doesn't feel real. Like,
yeah.
But his like I watched this. I saw his Brazil highlights and they look crazy, to be fair. He looked like Sergio Aguero with like pace, like actual pace. Like I was like, okay, maybe it's just that league, whatever.
Yeah.
But then the goal he scored, he gets him behind. He's like super tiny, super quick. Nice finish. The goalie probably could have done better because it was near post. Like the goalie's on that side. Like, but the pace he put on the ball, the finish was kind of cold. I was like, yo,
yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is interesting. Like, this is just interesting. I don't know. It's still early. There's no way Mbappe is gonna get dropped or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, Jude's out for a month, so we're not going to see Jude for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Camavinga's not going to be back till even further than Jude. I think like till December or something like that. So
and that's what's crazy with this Madrid team, and like you could see it even before the season started. They're not even just the midfield depth. The depth of this team is crazy. Like
it is.
Like again, like Camavinga and Jude both gone. All right, we'll have Tchouaméni and Valverde with Arda Güler playing in front of them.
Right. Modric on the bench.
Yeah.
Brahim Diaz, by the way, who came on and was cold.
Yeah.
Brahim Diaz came on and changed the game. Like, it was a good game. Like, I still think Madrid, this team is, for respect to Valladolid, they're not good. They're awful. Like, but Madrid, right. Like they defended well. Like they kind of were compact, whatever the case may be. But as soon as Brahim Diaz came on, it was like, yo. So like Brahim Diaz is on that team. Modric off the bench. Yeah. Mendy didn't play. He's suspended. Like it's Alaba's hurt. Camavinga's hurt. Jude's hurt.
Like those are top.
These are top players. Like these are top players, bro. It's oh my good man. The pressure's on for Mbappe. I've never rated him to be interesting. I've never rated him.
I'm starting to see through Mbappe a little bit. He's still like there's no denying that he's one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing some things. I'm just
interesting. Okay. I think Mbappe is much less talented. I think he needs creators, who can make the runner finisher of the team. Yeah, listen, Hazard ability-wise, obviously, I think there's not a lot of argument. Mbappe is obviously more, he has the goals. He's more iconic. He's the World Cup, all that. But talent-wise, there's not a lot of players I've ever seen better than Eden Hazard. He's broken my heart multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the Premier League. And he really, the thing about Eden Hazard is like the fact that he didn't even try is the really crazy part about it. Like he didn't, like everything he was doing was just on natural ability.
Yeah.
Like I'm that good. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like the streets won't forget players, but a lot of those like the Adel Tarabs and like Yannick Bolassis, like they're like, Crystal Palace players, but they were just super techie. But he's like that player, but playing for Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Like,
Playing
it's
for Chelsea,
crazy.
winning trophies, like
It's crazy, bro. Oh my days, man. The Premier League, man. This Premier League might have fallen off, man. Hazard used to be like, bro, we used to have so many good players in the league, bro. There's so many good players in the league. Now it's like every year we know who's gonna win. It's crazy. Anyway,
a shame.
anyway, Barcelona. Barcelona won again. It was an interesting game. I watched it.
Yamal opened the scoring.
Yeah, bro. Jamal
Okay.
Musiala, man. Jamal Musiala just Arjen Robben-esque.
Wait. Are we Barca or are we Bayern?
We're going Barca.
Okay.
So we're going to Yamal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like Lamine Yamal got the scoring underway with a just beautiful, again, Arjen Robben-esque.
Yes.
Like cut ins with his left. Everyone knows what he's doing. Couldn't stop it. Beautiful, just finesse finish into the corner. Bro, how old is he again? Is he 17? I think he's 17 years old.
Yeah, he is. That's insane.
He's 17 years old, and he's probably already a top 5 winger in the league, or probably higher than that. 17 years old. Like,
He's
listen,
unreal.
Before the Euros, I was like, yo, we got to chill. Like, people are saying he's top 3. Because one of my good buddies, shout out Griggs, said, he's a top 3 winger in the world. And listen, Griggs is probably right about that, man, because he is just he's clearly their best player. Like, listen, Lewandowski, he got his goal. He scored a big goal for them, by the way, because they conceded a penalty. Young Kubarsi conceded a penalty. And I think his name's Sanchez or something like that scored. They were under the cosh a little bit. They needed to get that goal to just relieve the pressure, and then Lewandowski scores a good little piece of play. I can't remember who played the ball into him. I think Rafinha was involved, and who else was involved in that goal? I forget was it Torres? Oh no, Pedri. It was Pedri. Pedri gave him the assist. Or it was deflected, but made the pass. But yeah, so Barca again, they're 2 for 2, right? Yeah. They're still not fully fit. What's his name isn't there? Gavi isn't fit. Dani Olmo hasn't been registered.
I saw some advancements today though.
On his registration.
I saw some advancements. Again, I didn't look into it much, but it seems like things are going in the right direction.
They're broke, right? Like they literally have to like sell parts of the club to buy players.
Yes,
like
it's insane.
Like Spotify, like is a 20. Like Spotify, like owns Barca. Like it's crazy. Like honestly, it's and they have the thing where like they can't get rich owners because they do that like model where it's the fans own the club, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like in Spain and in Germany, they have the 51-49 rule where like you have to. The fans own the club or whatever, and you have to they elect presidents. So like every year, like Barca's president has to go up for re-election, and Bayern, same thing, they have to go for re-election. So it's just a shit. It's hard. It's hard to get things, organized and stuff like that. But if you're Madrid and you're just raking in cash, it's much easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're in financial disarray like them, it's the fact that Barca are still in and around it, they're still like they weren't competitive last season, to be fair, but they won the league the season before with all these problems. Like, it's I gotta respect it. And Hansi Flick, shout out to him. He's 2 for 2. Are they top of the table? Are they top of the table? No, Villarreal is. Oh, have they played an extra game? Maybe I missed that.
Oh yeah. So
okay. So Villarreal's in and around it. Okay, cool. Okay, got it. Atletico Madrid also won 3-0.
Yep.
I didn't see that game, to be fair, so I don't know what. I know Gallagher came on, right?
Yep.
Gallagher came on and did his thing, which is good for him. I feel really bad about how Chelsea, because I don't think he's a bad player, man. I
love him.
I don't think he's a bad player. I just, I just think he's kind of like, how do I explain him? He's a utility guy. You know what I mean? He's
Correct.
He's a utility guy. And Chelsea, the players that you guys are trying to, bring in, I guess, or build your team around, or I guess have a higher technical level, right? Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, they're more technically gifted players, but you need your workhorses. You need your workhorses, but it's
He's
crazy.
still a class player.
How
I
many?
want nothing but the best for him. I think we did him dirty, but
Mm,
what can you do?
what can you do? No,
It's one
I
of
hear
those
it.
things where, like, before this past weekend, I was like, I can't believe it's happening the way it's happening. Like,
Hmm.
he's a Chelsea boy. Like, we can't just let him go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then we win 6-2, and Felix gets a goal, and he was part of that whole thing too. And it's like,
You kind of
would I
forget.
rather have happiness from winning and results, or be like, oh well, we just drew or we lost,
But
but
I still got my
Gallagher looked
guy.
good.
Right, exactly. It's like no, 100%. And listen, I got some respect for Gallagher because I remember it was when he was playing for West on loan at West Brom, right? And we played a game against West Brom when they were in the league a couple seasons back under Ollie. We barely won. We won 1-0. And I remember Connor Gallagher. I'd never seen him before. I was like, yo, who is this kid on West Brom? Like I distinctly remember being like, who is he? Like, he is cold. Like, he was by far the best player on the pitch. I'm talking about United, West Brom. He was the best player on the pitch. And that always stuck with me. Like, I just remembered that performance. Like, yo, this kid is cold. And then I was like, they were like, oh, he's a Chelsea player. I was like, no way. No
I don't
way
even
he's a Chelsea
remember him.
player.
I remember him at Palace. The Palace loan was
Yeah, it's a
when
while ago. It's a while ago, man. It was a while ago. So
it,
it was before Palace. I think it was before Palace. Yeah.
and he's one of those guys where it's like, I think if he is the focal point of the midfielder and he's the one like that can freely do whatever he wants,
Mhm.
I think he's very, very, very good. But it's
Yeah,
like,
he'll be a good Simeone player.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's
100%.
and those two are gonna love each other. They're
Yeah,
gonna love each other.
he's Simeone. Simeone loves his workhorses. He loves the DePauls of the
This,
world, the
yes,
Llorentes of the world, the
exactly.
Jimenezes of the world. Like he loves those he loves those industrious players, man. So yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, last game we'll touch on, which will be Bayern Munich. They won 3-2, kicked off the Bundesliga. Bundesliga essentially kicked off this weekend. Right,
Yeah.
Leverkusen got their comeback win again.
Their classic 90th minute, 90. It
Yeah,
was like the 90 or the 100th minute, like
yeah,
stoppage time. Like that's just, I need to have like some sort of alerts where I find out that Leverkusen just got leveled
yeah, bro.
80th or later. Because if you just bet on Leverkusen to win when they're tied, if there's
Yeah,
2 minutes to go, you're probably going to win. Like,
yeah.
that's just what they do. That's
They
what
they
Xabi Alonso does.
it's one loss in like 50 something games right now.
It's insane. In so
Like
many
they
stoppage time
they haven't lost in the Bundesliga since last season.
It's insane.
Like they did an Invincibles in the Bundesliga. Like it's crazy.
And
It's
one of the
crazy.
things that's the most impressive to me is how they managed to keep the team.
Yeah.
Like players like Verts and,
Yeah.
and Frimpong and Grimaldo, like
Mm-hmm.
those guys should be like
Mm-hmm.
leaving in a traditional sense. Like that, those would be players that Bayern Munich comes knocking on the door and says,
yeah, no, Verts is definitely going to be gone next season. There's Verts, Frimpong is probably going to be gone next season. I was shocked that more players didn't leave for them. And this is a good call out on the Gallagher thing. Very similar to Conte and Scott, 100%. I think Antonio Conte will really like Scott McTominay because they need a player like that. To be fair, they need someone who can get a goal, but can also just athletic. Because I didn't see them this weekend, so I don't know what they did. But they got the first weekend they got absolutely abused. But yeah, this game, man, I watched the first half of this game, and Bayern went up, and I think I didn't see the second half, but I'm pretty sure Wolfsburg went up 2-1, and then Bayern had to come back, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So yep. Meyer scored 2 goals, and then Kaminsky scored an own goal. Then Gnabry, I saw the Gnabry finish. I saw the Gnabry goal in the highlights too. So yeah, man, Bayern started off well, but they didn't. It's still going to be the Leverkusen Bayern. it's the battle of the young managers, man. Company versus Alonso, man. And listen, they've backed what's his name? Company, man. They've given him some good players. You know, Elise, right? They've added this Bowie kid. I don't know who he is. I did not know who he is, but he was like at least the first half. I was like, yo, he's nice. He's really nice. So you know what I mean?
Bayern does. Bayern's kind of like City in that fashion, where like for someone you don't know that's starting, they're probably really fucking good.
Yeah, like the last season it was Pavlovich, bro. I didn't until like last season Pavlovich, I was like, yo, who is this kid, bro? He's like 17, 18. I'm like, where do they find these? Like, where do they find these players?
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, granted, I have Kobe Manu. That's a great feeling. Great feeling.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like there's more. Like, there's like Bayer always has one or two. City has like 3, 4 that they just, you know, Cole Palmer just out of the academy. Jadon Sancho was in their academy. Like, they just have all these quality players. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But as you can see, it was a very packed weekend of football, man. We had some highs. I think Andy came out the winner of the weekend, no doubt about it. Chelsea were the front headlines for sure.
Can I just like trust tree?
Yeah.
It stays between me and you.
Yeah.
We could win it all.
Bro, do me a favor, bro. You could win it all. Oh my days.
We could win it all.
Wolves, you have blood on your hands. This is what happened. This is what happened. Wolves, this is your fault. If you had just finished your dinner, I wouldn't be hearing this right now.
We honestly, we could win it all.
Oh my gosh. Oh, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is a sign to round it up. I gotta give the shout outs to everyone in the chat. Shout out Temi Dio Fotoki. Shout out Rajat. Shout out CFC Ed. Shout out Elite Baller. Shout out Nick Fadley. And that's it today. Guys, appreciate you guys for showing love in the chat. If you haven't checked out my conversation with Ricky, make sure to check that out. It was definitely a good convo, man. That guy is a Man United encyclopedia. Trust and believe. Like he's a Man United encyclopedia. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, no, Andy, appreciate you as always. Hey, Andy's gonna be on the channel much more. We've talked about it off air. He's gonna be on the channel more with NFL. When I tell you, I'm so excited to drop this NFL content. Like, the NFL content is going to go crazy. Like, I have some of the smartest NFL minds that are going to be talking NFL on this channel. This channel has been a footy channel, right? We've been talking soccer, talking football, like European football. Now we're talking gridiron, baby. I'm so excited. It's back next week. Like, come on, man.
I can't really contain myself. It's like one of those things where I don't like thinking about it. Bro. Because like I just want to dive in. Like, yeah, bro. It's going to be
incredible, bro. I cannot wait. And guys, make sure to tune in. Make sure to let your friends know we're bringing different things to this channel. I got some other cool things on the come up too. I can't break it to you net. The next Wavy Red show, by the way, we're planning that for next week. I have another well-known Man United fan joining the channel. So make sure you don't miss that. He's one of the favorites. He's one of the favorites in the community. So make sure you tune into that. It's going to be legendary. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we will talk soon. Deuces.